round table. Guys, listen. I have Lady B in the house.
Yep.
I have Moni.
Right.
Moni in the middle. Listen, hey, listen. I'm yours truly, Antonio. And guys, listen. We just having fun today.
That's right.
On our podcast, guys, and
Yes.
we feeling a little spunky today. You know what I'm saying? And today we're gonna jump out there. We got this topic to talk about. A lot of times, a lot of our viewing audience want us to talk about relationships,
Right.
Different
That's
situations that goes on in because there's so much that goes on in
It is.
relationships.
A lot
Let's
of
face
craziness.
it, guys. We know that it does. And listen, we're going to get into it, and guys, and let us know. Don't forget to comment. Look, listen, we welcome comments. Talk back to us.
Yeah,
let us know what's going on. Yeah, so because we want to know that you're out there, that you're breathing,
right.
you're alive. Listen, don't be shy.
Don't be
type
shy.
That comment, and we about to go in. So what is
That's
the
right.
topic for today?
Hit that timer.
We're gonna put it on. We're gonna put our 30
All right,
minutes.
here we go.
Let's do it. Let's
Right.
go.
So our
Pastor B.
question is, my partner and I have been together for a couple of years, and he forgot about my birthday. I waited all day for him to acknowledge it, but by the next morning, he still haven't said a word. Would you end the relationship? What do you guys think?
That's a good
Wow.
one.
And
I'm the
in
only guy
the
here,
relationship.
so I'm the only guy on this.
Should you
one.
end a relationship or what?
I mean, you know what? My thing
I
is,
know
is
you feel
that-
like it.
Yeah, I do. Now, let me ask you this: how long have they been in a relationship again?
It didn't really say. They said
Okay.
they've been in
I
a
thought it
was
relationship
2
for a
years.
couple years. Yeah, 2
2 years.
years.
Okay, so
2
now
years.
that does matter. 2
Yeah,
years,
it
and it
does.
was a birthday.
Yep, birthday.
Yeah, so he missed.
Just the second one.
Yeah, just a second.
He would probably
birthday.
just not know her birthday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sometimes
so-
men just don't know. I mean, that's just being
you know,
honest. They don't.
I kind of
Sometimes.
think that now I won't necessarily say end the relationship.
Right.
I don't think I would. What do you think?
I wouldn't end the relationship.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be happy
no.
about it, but
yeah, that's too.
that's a harsh.
Yeah,
That's
it-
really
it-
harsh.
I mean, you
That's
can't,
too much.
Now, let me ask you this: is that considered petty? To use the word "in" the relationship.
I don't know if it's petty because you want to know that the person.
Really,
That's a sign of caring.
yeah,
if
they're like they're
remember.
really into you. You
Yeah.
know, if they can remember your
But let me
birthday.
ask you this: they only known each other. Well,
Couple
2 years
years.
is a long time, but
He should know her birthday after a couple years.
But do you think so? I mean, because think about this. You would literally have to tell me almost every other day, you know, my birthday on such and such. Because I'm
That's what we do.
Well, that's
I
what
mean-
we do because I know my children. They remind me of their birthday like a
But-
couple months in advance, every
my-
other week.
now,
yeah.
okay, so now, but this is my thing. I do understand that it's insensitive.
It's insensitive.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
insensitive. But I don't think that it's to the degree that I'm a leave you
Yeah.
because you forget that it's my. Now, to me, that's petty. I'm gonna be
Not
honest.
leave you, but it is hurtful. I mean, I know on my birthday, you know, if I've been in a relationship, you want to hear from,
Your significant other
Yeah.
or boyfriend.
But
or
that's a
whatever.
boyfriend. That's
and you
not-
want to hear
okay.
from them for like. I get offended if other people start saying happy birthday and they haven't. And
Yeah.
she held out for a whole day till the
Yeah.
next morning. She's
Why
real
would you-
patient.
Why would you
She
have
was
her
very
out till the
patient.
next morning? She was trying to see.
She wanted to see so he couldn't come back and
Yeah,
say,
what this joker
"Oh, I was
gonna
gonna
do.
say something."
Yeah, I was gonna say something anyway.
Yeah, what this joker was gonna do.
So she
Right.
solidified that he forgot.
He forgot.
He forgot.
Yeah.
And I think it's all right to forget sometimes. You know.
But not
I mean,
the whole. What would you think was in his mindset that he? Can you say that he didn't know?
I would hope it was not intentional. I mean, he probably didn't know, but
he probably
should.
didn't know. You know.
See, I don't know, cause see, my thing is,
Some people need reminders. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
some
maybe
people
it was
do.
her fault a
Yeah.
little bit if she didn't say anything going up to the day.
yeah,
Yeah.
She probably wanted to see
he's-
wholeheartedly if
If he's gonna remember her birthday.
And see, we don't really know the status of their relationship. Okay, there's a difference between dating as well as off and on dating. Or,
But what did it say exactly? That they
Exactly
were.
what I said. That's
I can't
all it
remember
said.
what it
It didn't
said,
say
but
anything. It just said basically they've been, they've been in a relationship for a
In a
couple
relationship.
years. And he forgot about her birthday.
so
And-
so he said he forgot.
He didn't say he forgot.
She said
He said he forgot.
that
He
right.
It was the next day to say he forgot. You know what
So
I
he
mean?
really forgot.
Yeah, the next
So
day
how would
said-
you really feel? How I mean, just really honestly, like you guys are been with each other. You guys are just you're
I
going
don't know
out
if
and
if it's the I'm gonna leave you type deal.
yeah, I think that's kind of.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it would bother me.
I would have a conversation, most definitely.
And then another thing I'm wondering
Communication.
about is, like, is he like a high profile busy person? Was he there that
Yeah.
day?
No, that nigga.
Were they?
That nigga janitor.
Did they spend the whole day
janitor.
together? And she
Right.
was just like, I'm gonna wait and
Knew
see if
what's
he
up.
gonna
knew
say
what time.
something.
He didn't know. He didn't care.
Right.
He didn't care.
I mean, right. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't know. You shame on you.
So they sitting in the house. They must be sitting in the house, and she's still sitting around. She ain't saying nothing. They sitting in the house all day. He ain't saying nothing.
Now, let me.
you know.
Okay, so this is the thing, though. Now, this is the thing. What did he do last year? See, it's so much in.
But see, last year the relationship could have been too new.
Yeah.
They could have dated a week before her birthday.
The birthday, so
Yeah.
that just wasn't his mindset to say, "Hey, what's your birthday?" So I mean, I'm a rider, homie. You don't know his situation. You know what I mean? You don't know what the situation is.
Yeah.
Just to say that he didn't.
Because I
do
have
it.
questions for her too. Yeah. Did you let him know?
Yeah.
Right? Did you let them
How
know?
many times did you mention it
Right.
throughout
You must
the
not
year?
be a good communicator because I'm
Yeah.
gonna let a person know. You're gonna let a person know ahead of time. My birthday next week. Oh, you know what I'm
Especially
saying? You're
for
gonna be
2
saying
years.
something.
Come on, man. We talking about 2 years.
Right.
I don't know if I'd be able to go a whole day without saying something though.
Yeah.
I know.
To the next morning.
But even then, even if you know he didn't know, to even be putting him up, hey, so my birthday is such and such. You know what I mean? We keep playing that role that you supposed to remember.
Yeah.
Tell a joke.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Yeah, let 'em know.
Hey, listen, hey,
You-
my birthday coming up. So what you want to do?
What you wanna do,
So
like-
this is a hint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now if he don't do nothing,
Right.
then you
Then,
need to,
hey,
maybe
like-
you ain't first thing on old boy mind. I mean,
It sounds like an insecurity on her part because sometimes people they want to test you just to see
where you
how
gonna
much
sit, yeah.
you
Yeah.
care
Yeah.
or how much you love them
Right.
or
That's true.
so it seems
Yeah.
like there's some she was testing him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
see.
and
Yeah.
now, what is his job status?
Right.
Do we got?
I mean, just because
money?
if he don't get her nothing, if he just say happy birthday, she probably
Yeah.
be fine with that. Just
Yeah.
acknowledge that
Yeah.
it's my birthday. It don't have to be the big gifts and all of this, or just say happy birthday.
At
So-
least a card, some
Right.
earrings.
I mean,
Yeah.
From TJ
something.
Maxx, $12.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that much. But we gonna say he not the one for me.
Yeah.
And what has he done before the
Between
birthday?
those
Has
2
he,
years.
Has he showed that he cared
Cared
about
about you, right.
before the
Yeah, because some
the
people are
birthday?
not into the birthday holiday thing.
Yeah, I
that's
heard.
how I am.
Yeah.
I'll do things for you throughout the year.
Here.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
I
I'll
heard
throw him
about
under the
some.
bus.
I heard about that where some relationships have come into agreement where on my birthday don't give me anything, and on your birthday
That would
I'm
be
not going to
me.
get you anything.
That would be me.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll throw him under the bus right now.
But you got to at least say happy birthday.
Yeah. Say happy
Yeah.
birthday and just
Put a candle in my
Yeah.
I know.
pancake or something.
Yeah, or just a happy birthday.
Something.
Right.
Let 'em
Happy
know.
birthday. Let me give you a
Yeah.
kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Something.
And just wait to see what happens next
Yeah.
year. You see what I mean?
Right.
But
If they
now
together
is the
in a
question,
year.
But this is the other
Right.
thing. Okay, so after you told him, hey, listen, because obviously I think she told him, did she?
She said she didn't say anything till the next morning.
Yeah. She didn't say nothing till the next
So
morning.
the next morning, what did he say? How did he justify it? What was the comments after that? So it's not
So
that
she's
don't-
saying should she end it? So I wonder what did he say?
she petty. I think she petty. I think
Did she wake him up with a bag of rocks to the face?
Hey, nigga. Hey, get up.
Right.
Get your butt up.
Yeah.
You living in my
She had
house
attitude.
and you can't even at least do this and
You
that.
can't even do this. Get up on
And
my
he's
bed.
like, what's wrong? What did I do?
Yeah,
Right. Like
I don't-
my birthday was yesterday.
I don't think I'll throw him under the bus just yet. But what I would do is, if I was the female, I'll make the statement and see what he do after that.
He would have to make it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
baby, you know, I'm sorry, you know. Yeah, let's do something right now. Because, see, I didn't, boom, boom, boom.
You know, I forgot.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I'm sorry.
I think everybody got a dumb year. You can be dumb. You can be
Yeah,
dumb or
you get a
forgetful.
pass.
A
You get a
forgetful
pass.
year.
What they say, brain fart or whatever. You
that's
got-
my
you got
son's
a right to have it.
terminology,
Yeah, you
a
got
brain
that.
fart.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you got that. So, I mean, you know, give them that. But I
Yeah.
don't think you should just kick them under and throw them under the bus.
Bus,
'Cause
right.
What do y'all think? I
wonder if
it's.
there's anybody out there that would break up over that.
Yeah, I know.
Hey
It's a lot.
guys,
Nobody's
would you guys
commenting
break
or
up? Come on,
responding.
comment,
I
guys.
think
Would
she-
you guys
I
break
think
up
you
because
petty.
of that? Come on, y'all.
That's petty.
Somebody
I
out
think
there, somebody out there would.
I think
Yes.
that's petty. I think that's
That's
me
a-
personally. I think it's petty.
Yeah.
I think you should.
That is petty.
You
It
shouldn't
is.
put the breakup in the same.
Unless it's
sentence.
some other things that's in the line that's
Yeah.
lined up. You know,
Yeah.
that's gonna really that be like the nail in the hand, like they said.
Right.
That's gonna.
There were other things.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I'm not
gonna-
going to say she petty, but I'm going to say that's a petty move if you do.
But that's what I said. It seems like there's some
Yeah.
insecurities on her part
Yeah.
because
Must
to
be
wait the
some
whole
other
day.
stuff.
It seems like at some point
Yeah.
during the day she would have said, "You know what? It's
He
my birthday," like,
obviously
and move
forgot.
on with the
He
day.
Obviously forgot.
Yeah, he did forget.
Yeah, on that tip right there, I don't know. In 2 years, now how is he overall in your relationship?
That's right.
As you know, do he?
Is
show
he
care?
do he provide for the
Yeah.
family? Do he
Well, they
provide
date.
for you?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I mean, even if he just showing love towards
showing-
her,
yeah.
as, you know, dating,
Right, that's true.
That we do other things,
Things
you know,
together.
together.
But you know, I've been hearing a lot in conversations about relationships these days that guys are just. I don't know if it goes both ways, but guys are just not attentive. You know, they're
Yeah,
not
it
up
could
for
be that way.
conversation.
Yeah.
They're into texting.
Yeah.
I think it was Hey Steve, he posted some videos and a girl said that the guy just every day would post and text her and say, "Hey," like every day, "Hey." And she made a comment that, you know, that was getting tired, and then the next day he said, "Hola." Like guys are just not giving. They're not giving
Full
anything in
conversation.
relationships.
Yeah, I said, hey, you
And
know.
they think it's okay to not say happy birthday and
Yeah. Now, I think you should. If you remember that, you should. But I think it's also your job to make sure he understands that this is my birthday. Or this is because they don't, or, you know what I mean? I mean, dating is a different perspective.
Yeah.
actually I wish RW3 was here today because we actually talked about this before. About
wow.
not
What was
yeah.
his statement on that? What did
Yeah. What was his statement?
Because he was the one who forgot the birthday. So it would be cool to hear his
I don't think it's nothing wrong with forgetting. I
Yeah.
mean, if you forgot, people make mistakes, but I don't think you should beat that across their head because they
Yeah.
forgot. I think that it depends on what they've done, even throughout the year, to
Yeah.
show that
Right.
they still care about you, but
That's
they made a
that's
mistake
true. That's
and
true.
they forgot. I don't think it's worth to say, should I throw them on? Nah, I'm about
Yeah.
to leave. I mean,
That's
what if
true.
the next guy do that?
it does
Right.
make you feel uncared for.
It does. It does. Because you're
does.
human.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
and
You
that's-
want to be acknowledged.
You do.
And that's true too. And so I do get it. But so when you said it, what happened after that? You know what I mean? When you
Yeah.
said it, did he apologize? Yeah, I know. You know, I apologize. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
whatever.
baby, you know.
Yeah. A lot of things was on my mind. I just totally
been busy.
forgot about it. You know,
I love you.
Yeah, right. I love you. It won't happen again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to remember.
Right. Let me go get you a card now.
Yeah,
Or let me go
you know
get
what
you
I mean?
something now.
If-
Or
Yeah.
you think he got too many birthdays to remember?
Yeah, right. Myself. Nah, that nigga cheating on you. He cheating on you. He cheating on you. He cheating.
He got a list. He didn't check his list.
You know what I'm saying? You just, he got caught. You read between the lines now. Read
Oh,
between
you
the
the one.
lines.
It was your birthday yesterday.
Right.
I forgot. I
Yeah,
thought it
it's
was
too much
last
going
week,
on.
but I guess it was
Yeah,
today.
it could
You
have
know,
been too
so-
much going on for the brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, maybe he's caught up with
Yeah.
him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, you should have known better. Now,
Yeah.
now he caught. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But you never know. Some people go through so much. They can have so much going on in their lives. You know, so much
Everybody
going
is
on.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But we got another one. Let's just jump into the other one because
Okay.
you only,
Go ahead.
you know,
Go ahead.
I think that you know, before we go into, I think I want to change. We digress from this conversation.
All right, about to talk about.
But before we go in, I think that if the answer to the question, I don't think you should leave. I think you should see or evaluate.
Give him another chance.
Yeah.
And look at the good and the bad within the relationship. What has he done? Has
For
he
you
been
lately.
selfish? Right. If he's been selfish, then maybe that's an indicator.
Oh,
Yeah.
see,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? If he's just
That's
been
true.
doing him through
If
the
it's a
whole
pattern,
year,
she probably should go.
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe you should, because he's telling you right then
Right
and
there how much
he
he
don't
like
care.
you.
Yeah, right. He don't care. But if you feel like that it's worth staying, then stay.
Just
you know?
have some open
Right.
communication. Talk
Yeah,
with
I
them.
understand
Let
what's
them know
going
where
on,
you
what
stand.
happened.
Right.
Yeah, then it bothers you.
Yeah.
And, boom, 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 and then see what happens.
If anything
next year.
doesn't change at that point, then you know.
then that's up to you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You got to make your move, because
Right.
it's all about being happy in
At
that
the end of the
relationship.
day.
And then do the same thing. Do the same
Right.
thing next year when his birthday pop up.
See how
Don't
he
give him
reacts.
nothing.
See how-
Say,
right, don't
"Oh,
give him
I'm-
Dang,
nothing.
it's just the
Yeah,
birthday.
right. Yeah,
But then
just
you
a
shouldn't
birthday.
you shouldn't do what other people do to
Nah,
you.
yeah,
So
do
you
it.
you
Yeah.
do nice things when people do that.
But
you
I
know.
think she should, just so
So-
she can see so he can see how it feels.
I don't know. Sometimes it's good
What?
to give people a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, just to see. Hey,
Well, I don't
hey,
know.
listen,
That's not good.
Are you doing
Yeah.
a Michelle Obama thing?
Yeah,
when
I'm
they
not
go
like that.
low, we
I
go
like
high.
to. I still like
I
to
ain't
do
going
good.
low.
I like to do
Go
good.
low.
Yeah.
So, because I know at the end of the day, I get blessed.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. But y'all
Yeah,
dating, I
that's
think
right.
it's just, you gotta.
It doesn't matter.
You gotta strengthen
I don't
that
know.
Negro.
I've been known to give them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, so
It works.
But in that situation, I mean, I think. What do y'all think going around? Should she throw him under the bus and just drive over him and everything?
I don't think she should throw him under the bus.
No.
I think she should
Unless it's a
talk to
pattern.
him, have a communication, open lines of communication,
Yeah.
dialogue with him.
I
And
agree.
then if it continues, then throw him under
Now
the
that's
bus.
true. If it's a pattern, then
Yes, if
he's
a
giving
pattern,
you those signs.
yeah.
Let it go.
already,
Let it
then
go.
You probably should get up, but
Right.
but don't let it just be because of that.
Right.
That's not enough, that's
That
not
would be
enough
petty.
evidence to go on. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah. So we talked about that, but guys, we want to get into another one, and I think we should go into that transgender about the boy,
The 7-year-old
the
boy.
7-year-old. Do you have anything written up on that, Lady B? Or,
You gotta find it.
I mean, it's just parents are in battle, in custody.
There's something
It was
that's
a
been-
couple out of Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
couple out of
It's
Texas.
been going on where, and I don't really allegedly. The mom's, she's saying that the son
They're
wants
divorced.
to be. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
divorced. I believe they are
Yep.
divorced. And she wants to. She believed that the young man should be a girl because
The young boy.
The young boy.
Yeah, how old is the
He's
boy?
7.
He's 7, and she believed that he wants to be a girl. So she's trying to go through all of the different, what is that?
The processes,
Process
for
of-
Surgery.
surgery, things
whatever,
of that
for
nature.
her allegedly to be a girl. But the father believed that that's not what he wants to do. And what do you guys think about that statement? Do you believe that a parent has the right to at 7 years of
That's
age,
young.
yeah, at 7 years of age, that you would say that this child fully knows what he or she wants to do, and I'm just going to jump on it, and I'm going to support this person and go through the process. Which is, I mean, what do you think about that before we get into the
Yeah.
conversation? Do you believe that a 7-year-old knows what they want in terms of turning genders, in terms of from a female
From a male.
from a male to a female, something serious as that? Do you believe that that's appropriate for a parent to do, or they're out of their boundaries of doing something like that? Is that just wrong? So anyway, what
There are researchers that say that kids younger than 7, no, they have
Wow.
gender identity issues. I think that's too young for a parent to go along with,
Yeah.
especially surgery is
Right.
way too young to change.
Yes.
And here the father saying that when the son is around him, he don't see those characteristics,
You know what?
indications,
When
or
I
whatever.
first heard the story, what I thought of, and it doesn't even have anything to do with the child's gender. It has more to do with people being vindictive. For the mom to want to move forward with surgery, like if
That's deep.
she knows that this is something the dad doesn't want.
That's terrible.
It's what she is
She's
to change
against.
the
That
sex
would be
of your
so
child
terrible.
to hurt the
To
father.
hurt the father.
That's the first thing.
But you're
that,
hurting the kid. You're not hurting the
Right.
father.
You're
Or,
hurting the father, but you also hurting the kid more.
yeah.
But some people don't think about that when they're trying to,
that's
because I hear
selfish.
that these divorce things and the hate between
Yeah. It's like a war.
a woman and a man is so deep.
That's terrible.
I wouldn't put it past somebody doing something that crazy.
That is terrible.
That
If
is.
But-
that would be the truth, that would be so terrible.
Some people
that
can be vindictive.
Right. That you
That's
would
true.
use the child as the pawn, where
Yeah.
you would play off the child. You would use, hey, nah. I
There are
got you.
people that sell their children. So
Yeah.
to change the sex of your child to
Gender of the
me,
child. I don't
Yeah.
think that the woman has a place in that area. Now, how can I? Now, I think that the child should be able to make their own, he or she, their own decision.
At 7?
No.
Okay.
Decision based, you know what I mean, on everything that's put in front of them. And maybe they need to be at least, I'm going to say 18, 21.
Yeah, older.
You know what I mean? I
Yes.
think that for you, sometimes you can be challenged in knowing what you are. And now let me ask you this. Was it based on a movie that the child seen or something like that? And the child said that he liked it, that character?
I thought you said you seen Disney.
Was it Frozen or something like that? I'm not sure if it was that.
you're wondering where it comes from.
Well, exactly, because now I'm not for certain, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking this was a situation where the child seen Frozen and liked it, the female character, and wanted to be that female.
No, they're saying that people are outside of being biologically born, male or female,
Right.
with the sex organ of a male or a female, that sometimes people's gender identity, what they feel, doesn't match their biological.
Right,
So it's
right.
not from something they've seen, it's just what they feel inside.
They feel
They
like
don't identify with
that,
their sex
who they
organ.
are. Right. But I'm thinking that the young man, he's seen Frozen. I thought I heard something like that
In this particular story.
Yeah, in this particular story, and he wanted to be the female in that story, meaning not the gender, but the character. You know what I mean?
So he wanted to dress up probably like
and
that
the
character.
mother seen or read wrong into this situation and said, "Oh, you want to be
You
a
wanna
female?"
be a girl.
And yet he wanted to be the female character. And because he liked the character,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because I thought when
It could be the mom running away with it. Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually
She's a
have a
pediatrician.
story when I was younger.
be a
I
nut.
remember, and I can see the picture in my head. We took a picture. It was me, my sister, my brother, and we were trying on my grandmother's, like holding up her ear. Well, most people wore clip-ons,
Yeah.
so we were putting on
Yeah.
clip-ons, and my brother put on some clip-ons because we were doing it. So I mean, I think back then it wasn't as big a deal. Nowadays,
right.
people will see something like that
Yeah,
and say,
dressing
"Oh,
up.
he wants to be a
Yeah.
girl," or
Right. So let's go ahead and get his sexual, everything
I don't
changed.
think you should get that deep with it, right? Because you don't know what that child or how that person is going to feel at
Some
18.
years later.
And my brother's
Yeah.
straight. He has a wife. He has
Yeah.
kids. He didn't grow up.
Yeah,
transgender or
right.
And
gay.
there was
but-
some girls that were tomboys back then. They loved to be, rough,
Right, a lot
play
of
rough,
tomboys,
and do
right.
all kinds of stuff. But then
Right.
they turned out to be wives and women. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So I don't think you should base because you sing. I just think I don't know. It's a hidden agenda there. I think do the mother want a girl? You know what I mean? Come on.
She could be being vindictive.
Yeah.
But there
Yeah.
are people who do
Yeah.
have issues with their gender identity.
Right,
I think
right.
it's interesting as well. I mean, it seems like some people, I've heard of couples having babies now. They're calling them Thabies, THEYBIES,
Yeah.
Thabies, because it's not a he or a she, it's a they. And they are not assigning a gender to the baby when the
now-
baby is born,
but now-
because they want they want the kid to decide what they want to be. It doesn't matter what they were born, male or
But
female.
now, to me, is
they're
that
leaving
fair?
it open.
Is that fair? Is that fair? Because I guess I'm always taught that you need knowledge, you need understanding into a situation, not just going by. Okay, so how can I say it? sometimes I can make a decision based on things that I'm not aware of. You get what I mean? I don't have a clear understanding of what's going on. So now I should never base it on my emotions. You get what I mean? Because to me, to say that is to say I'm basing my gender on emotions, how I feel, not what the facts are. You get what I mean? So, and you're also saying that it's not a such thing as male and female anymore because you choose who you want to be.
It sounds more like it's an experiment from some of the adults. It sounds like it's an experiment based on some experience they had. Like, say, if it was a woman who didn't get a promotion on a job and she thinks that, her role as a female hindered her from getting certain accolades in her career. She wants to experiment with her baby to see, okay, we're not going to assign a role. We're just going to see how this develops. Let's not name our child a he or a she. Let them decide and see how they grow. And it sounds like an experiment in some cases.
Right. Wow. And then and then now, so now let's do it like this. If you're going to do that, are you being truthful with the fact that even though I'm going to let them choose, I'm not pushing more of something than the other? In other words, if I know that this is a boy, I'm not going to push a lot of girly things in front of them because this is what I want. You get what I mean?
You're going to let...
Yeah, I'm going to let that person actually choose. You get what I mean?
I got one comment that says, hell no. Sam Connor is... I don't know what if he's saying no, the parents should not identify the gender for the kid.
I'm with you because I don't believe...
That's right,
I think
Sam.
that you should let that person grow up as they are, who they are. I got so much to say about that, but sometimes...
Say more, cousin.
Sometimes it get crazy. You know what I mean?
It's so much about this subject though that I know we are not going to be able to even touch on. In this limited amount of time.
They got the court involved, so this is going to be really something. Terrible. So what?
So what do you do now? That more and more you're confusing the young man because the father on this end, he's obviously wanted son. You get what I mean?
But I think the thing was that the father was saying he doesn't show those traits in his presence.
Yes. Right, but you're pushing.
But the mom is saying.
I'm going to go on record and say to me that's a level of child abuse. I mean, if allegedly, if that's what's going on, to me, that's child abuse. If you're forcing something on a child to make them be something that they're not. You get what I mean?
So what if the child goes over there and pretends like he's not
just to please the
father, but when he gets with the mother,
they do say that people who have these issues, if they're in the presence of someone that they don't feel safe expressing the way they feel
they won't do it.
They won't do it because he probably doesn't feel safe doing it in front of the dad.
Right. So.
That's a tough situation.
Yeah,
that's a tough situation.
It really is.
I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know how to call it. I mean, I guess it's me wanting my son. I guess that's what I'm going to. I'm just going to be who I am, and I'm going to be. I don't know. I'm going to be and act who I am and what I see in front of me. If he came out with, with those. Boy parts.
But if we narrow this down to just the question of is that too young to allow your it's definitely too young.
It's way too young
for that person to make that decision.
Yes,
because
it is.
I think that maybe he don't feel like he made the right decision. Maybe he didn't know enough to make. I mean, obviously he didn't know.
Because they have other laws in this country that base people's thought processes on age, like drinking. You can't drink until you're
18.
21.
You can't vote until you're a certain age.
Right.
You can't drive until
you're a certain age. So why would you allow a 7-year-old
to change their sex?
To allow the mother to make that decision for that 7-year-old?
I believe that the father's going to win. I believe that. I'm going to tell you why I believe it. Only because of the age. Him not being.
But we don't know.
Well, I would hope that the father will win, and to the degree that let him make the decision when he's of age. Let him make that decision.
Yeah, at least wait to 18.
Let him make that, because that can hurt him as well as help him. At a young age, let this young man, and I'm not talking against transgenders. It has nothing to do. I mean, look at, what's his name with the Wheaties? Kylie Jenner. Look how old he became before he actually made the decision
Bruce
that
Jenner.
Bruce Jenner, that he's actually
who is no longer Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce Jenner,
I can't even think of his name now.
I don't even know.
I can't think of the name. So we apologize that we don't know the name. So, but is it Kylie Jenner?
No, that's
his daughter.
I'm sorry. See,
It starts with a k sound.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I guess
pull it
what
up.
I'm saying is she made the decision to make that move in a proper time.
At a later age.
When she felt that she should be called a she. You get what I mean?
Right.
And that's, you got to respect that's what you want to do. I'm not in your shoes,
right.
So you have to live that life. But my thing is that even with the 70-year-old,
Caitlyn Jenner.
We're sorry. We apologize. Caitlyn.
Right.
That Caitlyn made that
Jenner.
decision.
She stayed with the K.
Yeah, at
K
the
name.
proper age, or come out at that age. You know, we don't know what Caitlyn was doing behind doors when he was Jenner. Was it Bruce?
Bruce.
Where he could have been walking around with shoes on, high heel shoes around the house. We don't know what was going on.
That's right.
But my thing is that this 70-year-old need to be able to make that decision on.
With a mature mindset.
Right.
Or what he considered to be,
Right.
whatever. Just
Because again, we don't know if
Right.
it's the child. It could be the mom being vindictive, and she's snickering every time it hurts the dad to think that his boy is going to be a girl.
And if that's the case, you don't care about your child. If you actually did that, you really don't care about your child, because you're looking more at the father than you are at your child.
Trying to get back at the father.
To me, that's child abuse. If that's the case, that's the fullest extent of child abuse.
Would the courts be able to set up cameras in the home to see if the child is being manipulated? Like, they could see how the child acts naturally.
Right.
Now, even if they do that, where, would the mother be fake? You know what I mean? Because she know cameras on her. And trying to lie to now you will get some great information, because the child can only be itself, himself around, and you just can't fake too long. Something's gonna come out. So I mean, I don't know.
They could probably determine that just from interviewing.
How do the teachers at school? How do they?
There are other people that know the child.
When they see the child every day,
should have a say.
I just think that you should,
because it would come out if he's spending time in a school every day.
That's right. They would see attributes and things of that nature. So
give them a chance to make that decision if that's what they're going to do.
That's right.
Don't force it on the child, because that's something that you got a hidden agenda.
Can they do it that young though?
What?
They wouldn't perform surgery on it.
Well, the mother,
7-year-old.
that's what she wants to do, but I don't think,
they should sue. If I was a father, if that was to happen, I would sue
all of them.
The hospital, whoever do it, and I would sue the mother.
She's a pediatrician. The mother is.
Everybody sue, because you're not able to make that decision, and you can't take it back. You get what I mean? So to me, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Wow.
And we're not talking about transgender.
No, we're not
talking about anybody, but we just saying that because that's so serious. I'm
so
saying because that's so serious.
Life-changing.
Life-changing.
Literally.
Something you can't take back.
Right.
And it could deal with the mental and everything else. And maybe you might want to say down the years, well, maybe that was something I was going through. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But I mean, people. How many people have you known that thought that they were gay or had a lesbian experience and realized that they wasn't?
Yup, and they end up changing later, and they didn't want to go that route.
That's not fair. That's not fair. I don't think that's fair.
Not at 7.
Let that child be a child and let them go through whatever they need to go through, and then if it's serious, let them make that decision, not the parent.
Not the parent.
Right.
That's totally out of your hands. You shouldn't be even thinking about that, y'all.
I agree.
That's right.
Yeah, because that's a mental situation too. So, guys, what do you think about that, guys? Comment on that.
Below, guys.
Do you think that that's fair for the parent to make that decision for the child, or do you think the father is just hating? I mean, what do you think?
Or the mother just
Or the
mad.
mother is
just
hating.
had
That's
a hidden
right.
agenda, was trying to despitefully,
come
mess up the father, because
Yeah.
you messed me up. You
She
definitely
messing
messed
up
me
the child in the
Yeah, you
interim.
Yeah,
messed
in the
me up
end, the
too,
child
yeah.
is the one being
It's
messed
just like
up
that.
at the
That
end.
would be horrible
So if
if
you
that's the
love
case.
your child, you would not
Yeah.
do all that.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So
Guys, we got a great
All right,
podcast
guys.
that's coming up next week.
Yes, we do, you
wanna
guys.
stay
It's
tuned.
gonna be
It's gonna
juicy.
be fire. It's gonna be fire. So stay tuned.
That's
We're gonna
right.
be back in the full range of things, talking about some things that we know that you guys want
Yes.
to talk. I mean, we think you would like it, the conversation. But
Yeah.
hey, stay tuned.
Stay
Like this
tuned,
page,
guys.
share it.
Hit that
guys,
notification
hit that
bell.
notification if you're on YouTube,
Yeah.
at Facebook. Just share the page and leave your comments. And guys, so we're tuning out and listen.
right.
From Beloved, to Moni in the middle, to Antonio, we're saying peace out and
All right.
take care.
that's
All right.
right.
Whew, I would hope she's not being vindictive though. That would be horrible.
Yeah, that would.
But I
be
can
hard.
imagine.